All right, what's up, guys? Just back with some updates. Training camp's been kicking off. I mean, we're 3 Fridays from preseason. We're getting real close to the season, man. I'm so hyped. Um, but we'll start off with the big news. I guess it was more of a scare. It looks like it's good. CJ Gardner-Johnson had a knee injury. It said no contact at first until more things came out, and it said with a defender. It looks like he's going to be okay from what they said. The MRI came back clean, so nothing's wrong with it, which is awesome. The other injury that wasn't really talked about is Jameson Williams. I guess I don't know if it was I think it was the thigh. They said like the hammy. He sat out, but with his helmet on, never left the field. So they said maybe only a day or two with him. But like some people are saying, he just needs to bulk up. He has some skinny legs, and maybe that's an issue. Um, no, we also just recently traded for Denzel Mims from the New York Jets. I personally like that, and I think it's a fresh start for the guy because he was a rookie back in 2020. Didn't really play with the Jets that much, and when he did, he was a deep ball guy, which we really need. So I think him being young still, he'll be able to form into the offense with Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams, who's just forming too from being out so much last year. Um, but another update is I was reading about how they don't think Emmanuel Mosley is on. They said he's on track, but they don't know if he'll be ready for week one, which is a bummer. I'm hoping that things go more towards the faster rate, I guess, and him being able to perform, that'd be awesome. Also, yesterday on Monday, they brought in Teddy Bridgewater, and I guess it went really good from what the press conference said today with Dan Campbell, which is good. I like Teddy Bridgewater, and I think he, out of all the backups, are one of the better ones. So I wouldn't mind if we did end up signing him. So if Jerry Goff went down or whatever happens, I think he would be a good guy to have. And he can run. I like running QBs, but it's personal. Standouts from what Campbell was saying is, all the rookies are really standing out. He said without the pads, they've all each day been doing better on whatever they weren't doing so good the first day. Like Gibbs, Laporta, Branch, Campbell. Now he thinks once they put the pads on, I don't know if he said tomorrow or whenever that starts, but he's expecting them to go back down in progress because they got to get used to these veterans and wearing these pads and redoing everything they just did without the pads basically. But he doesn't see any eyesores, I guess. Besides that, I guess Amon-Ra St. Brown also during training camp, he scored 6 touchdowns on 10 plays on the offensive workouts and stuff, which is awesome. The guy looks like a beast, and I'm excited for him to have another big year. Really, this offense and defense. I mean, that Gardner-Johnson almost made me freaking cry when I saw that. I'm like, the Lions can't have anything good. Mosley's still having issues recovering from his injury, and then here in Johnson could have been out for the year. No contact injuries, usually ACL tear or something. Someone's cutting, making a play, and they go down. So it was terrible when I saw that news. I mean, when I saw that he was fine, because they said carted off too, and that's terrible. When I saw he was fine, it was like I could breathe again. Because we really need him definitely against Kansas City for week one. He's a big changer there. So some things on the Kansas City side. Kadarius Toney got an knee injury there in practice, I guess, and he just had surgery today. Now Travis Kelce doesn't think he'll be ready. I guess he said something about the timeline. He's doubtful for week one, which is nice for the Lions, sucks for the player. I mean, you don't want to see anyone hurt, but that he is a good wide receiver for him, so it just adds to the Lions' hope of a good season. Other than that, that's the only updates I got for today for that stuff, but I'm really just excited for this defense. I'm hoping, they come at least top 15 defense. I mean, I think our offense is going to be another top 5. So if our defense can just stay below 20, top 20, I don't see how we won't exceed expectations because defense wins championships. And if you have a defense that's not only stopping these teams but getting you the ball constantly back, then you don't really have to have a top 5 offense for your offense to look good. I mean, if you're constantly with the ball, you're going to score. So having a better defense and not a top 32, 28, whatever it was, 39 or 31, having them like even a top 20 will be like extremely better. And I don't see any downsides with our offense. I'm really excited for Gibbs because I see he's being used as a slot receiver and running back, which I know was the plans for him. And I think matching with that and Amon-Ra being able to do both, and all these people that can, I guess, they're more flexible and can run different positions, just adds to our plays and our trickery that Ben Johnson likes to write up. I mean, I'm excited to see it, but having Gibbs in motion. I mean, Penei Sewell even caught that catch for the first time against the Vikings. So, I mean, I'm excited to see what Ben Johnson alone is going to do. So it should be. I can't wait. I'm counting down the days. I mean, I even have an app on my phone here. Let's see. 44 days, 7 hours, 6 minutes, and 3 seconds until kickoff. I'm hosting a party for it and everything. And of course, pretty soon I'll do my week 1 predictions for each game. But yeah, hoping things just work out, man. And so far, everything's going good with the training camps. Teddy Bridgewater, I do hope they pursue that. I know that we have Hendon Hooker, Nate, but you always want that competition in the QB room because you never know. You know, who knows? Maybe Nate comes in and he's the best one out of all of them. But you just don't know until it's time for them to shine. But we've seen more Teddy Bridgewater, definitely when Tua went down, before Bridgewater went down, and he was looking good. I mean, it wasn't no Tua. Not that Tua is that great, but, you know, you can't expect too much from a backup quarterback. But yeah, so I'll come out with more updates as soon as there's more to update on. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon.